Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Sunday preview: Frozen skirmishes, Necromunda oddballs, and reinforcements for Legions Imperialis. Let's take a look. A diverse pre-order awaits us next Saturday, complete with fragile new season of Warhammer Underworlds, another selection of belligerent weirdos from Necromunda, more tanks and titans for Legion Imperialis, and the mighty Endryd Haar for the Horus Heresy. So there's a little video right here, but we're going to skip down and take a look at the full article. Alright, so first we have the Warhammer Underworlds Wintermaw. No more than a moment after its reveal at the Pact Adepticon preview, the new core set of Warhammer Underworlds is showing our pre-order next week. The zealous brotherhood of the Bolt and delusional Skinhirn clash in the furthest depths of the Death Gorge, where a malevolent parasite lurks and tortured Rhineworms stand watch over arcane relics. So Wintermaw is a new core set for Warhammer Underworlds and features 2 new warbands, 2 new Rivals decks, 2 Universal Rivals decks, and everything else you need to play the ultimate competitive miniature game. Alright, so here is the first of the 2 warbands. So definitely cool and unique. Gotta love the sculpts and everything. I'm not sure exactly like what the theme or backstory behind these specific warbands are, but obviously these models are looking pretty cool. And then the second one obviously got like a little bit more of a ghoulish thing to it. I do like the kind of bat ghoul, very cool, and some unique new sculpts. And because it's a new core game, it's got everything you need to play and a perfect jumping point for somebody that's looking to get into Warhammer Underworlds. All right, and then moving on down to Necromunda, we've got the Outland Beastmaster with Giant Rat. So we saw this guy previewed, very cool model right here. This is going to be coming in resin from Games Workshop / forgeworld. Gotta like the double-headed rat, and then of course like the bionics and everything, the skull. Unique new look to these models, pretty cool. Untold numbers of vermin of every shape and size, species imaginable, populate the hive and waste of Necromunda, but few are as numerous as the humble rat. It isn't uncommon for these furry critters to grow to a prodigious size, and Outland Beastmasters tame them and bring them to gang skirmishes. This expert kit is made from forgeworld resin and contains an Outland Beastmaster and Wasteland Giant Rat with 2 heads. I wonder what cheese he's been nibbing on to end up like that. Alright, and then to go along with them, we have the Wasteland Giant Rats, so just a couple of giant rats as well. And then we also saw the Ashwaste Nomads Chieftain with Venom caster, and this guy is pretty freaking awesome. Obviously lots of detail done in like the overall look and style as the rest of the Ashwaste Nomads. Very, very cool. And again, in Forge World resin. Right, and then looks like quite a bit of releases for Legions Imperialis. We've got the Medusa and Basilisk batteries. The Solar Auxilia deploy Medusa and Basilisk batteries to pulverize their enemies with ground-shaking barrages, soften up fortifications, and disorientate enemy formations. This box contains 8 miniatures, which can be built as either Solar Auxilia Medusa batteries or Auxilia Basilisk batteries, and come with a transfer sheet with 288 decals. Alright, and then we also have the Land Raider Proteus Exploration Squadron. Land Raiders are the ubiquitous, heavily armored workhorses of the Legion Astartes, and the Proteus Exploration is a variant designed for forward operations. Depositing troops in the front and laying down supporting fire with twin-linked las cannons, this box contains 6 Land Raider Proteus miniatures and a vehicle transfer sheet with 1,130 decals. Alright, and then we also have the Legion Astartes drop pods. So 4 of those bad boys in a set. Amongst the forms of warfare practiced by the Legion Astartes, the drop pod assault is without a doubt the most iconic. Armored capsules launched from orbiting spacecraft. Drop pods convey companies of space marines directly into the heart of the battle. The box builds 4 drop pods with hinged doors, either as standard Legion drop pods or Deathstorm drop pods, which are packed with missile launchers. You also get transfer sheet with 1,130 vehicle transfers on it. Alright, and then we have the Solar Auxilia Arvus Lighter Detachment. So 8 of these bad boys in a set. I believe they were previously announced and then delayed a little bit, so it does look like they're finally coming here. Affectionately known as the Little Pig among Solar Auxilia aircrews, the Arvus Lighter is a reliable armored shuttle used for ferrying las rifle sections across the battlefield. This box contains 8 plastic Arvus Lighters and a Solar Auxilia vehicle transfer sheet with 288 transfers. Alright, and then we had the Warhound Titans, so for the first time being offered, at least for a long time, and the Ursus Claws and Melta Lance. Loping into battle ahead of the larger Titans, the Warhounds are savage hunters, with an array of powerful weapons they use to destroy infantry, vehicles, and smaller Titans alike. This plastic kit contains 2 Warhound Titans and a brand new frame of plastic weapons. You get 2 sets of Ursus Claws, Natrix Shock Lances, Volkite Eradicators, Missile Pods, which can be built as Shutter Missiles or Swarmer Missiles, and Incisor Pattern Melta Lances, plus a transfer sheet with 118 transfers. A set of command terminals and weapons cards so you can use these miniatures in games of Adeptus Titanicus. Alright, and then we have the Direwolf Heavy Scout Titans. Stalking behind the nimble Warhound Scout Titans, Direwolf Heavy Scout Titans have thicker armor plating and carry weapons usually reserved for larger classes of Titan. This box contains 2 plastic Direwolf Heavy Scout Titans, armed with a pair of arm-mounted ADEX Mega Bolters, and a choice of Volcano Cannon, Conversion Beamer, Dissipator, or Neutron Laser. You also get a transfer sheet with 118 transfers and a set of command terminals and weapons cards so you can use these miniatures in games of Adeptus Titanicus. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. All right, and then back to a regular scale, 28mm, we have Endryd Haar, the Riven Hound. A giant amongst fellow world eaters, the Terran-born Endryd Haar was one of the first initiates created for the Legion by the Imperial Geneworks. Haar and his entire command missed their Legion's reunion with Engron, and he soon swore vengeance on the War Master Horus. He became the Riven Hound, gathering a host of similarly dissatisfied Space Marines together in a force known as the Fangs of the Emperor. Wearing the battle damage Mark V Heresy armor, and equipped with an Archaeotech pistol and a terawatt pattern gauntlet, Endryd Haar is an expert kit made from forgeworld resin. Alright, so quite a bit coming this week, starting with the new edition of Warhammer Underworlds and like the new starter set game, everything you need to play, and some cool new warbands as well, a little bit of a grimdark theme, and then we've got some cool new resin models coming for Necromunda, and then a lot of stuff coming for Legions Imperialis as well. The tanks, the drop pods, the lighters, and of course the Warhound Titans, and then the Direwolves with the extra big guns on top. So very cool. Let me know what you're most excited about. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and today is the last day of Adepticon. And I'm out of here.